or Sunday evening or whatever you want to call it. Wagwan, everybody, wagwan. Let me see who's gonna join first, cause it's like a race for who to join first, you know. Khalil, Cool Face, Morizo. Let me see who gonna come first. As soon as you join the live, just remember to leave a comment so I know that you are here. The sun is bright and nice today. I make sure I have my. Hey, Khalil. Wagwan, Khalil. How's everything? Bomba, Ken Ra in the building. Ken Ra in the building. Wagwan, man. Wagwan, bro. What, Khalil is still a thing about the girl. Khalil, I thought that you already talked to the girl. I thought you said you were gonna talk to the girl. Big up Blink there in the building. Big up Cool Face in the building. She busy. What do you mean by she busy? Guys, I hope my background noise is not too much. But you do you have her number? You can call her. Work overnight, sleep during the day. Why do I feel like she's making excuses so? That sounds like she'll make excuse so. Just give her a little break then, Khalil. Give her a little break. Maybe she will come around. Yeah man, give her a little space, Khalil. Because maybe that's why she not answer her phone. And I make up excuse but she work overnight and she asleep during the day. I work overnight and I still have to get up during the day. Right now I see 21 people on the live. I should have 21 likes by now. As soon as you join the live, just like the live, guys. We need the algorithm to work with us. So like the live so that the algorithm know that, you know, people are liking the content over here. Like up the live. But Khalil, you have to tell her that. You have to tell her that. Or text her. If she not answer her phone, text her. Gabrielle JR said, hey, hi Gabrielle, welcome to the live. Please remember to double tap the screen so that you can like the live. Let me see if who else is gonna join before I start, because right now I just want to start this discussion like ASAP, because no itching. I just want to come on here and reason with you guys today, because yo, life rough, guys. Life is very rough, and you never really realize how life is rough until you hit adulthood. That's when you know that life is rough. Like when you're a teenager, everything cool, everything chill. You're just going to high school, chilling with your friends, no cares in the world. Do whatever you feel like you want to do, and you know, you're living your best life. But Gabriel say, how are you? I'm doing amazing. Well, I'm doing good. Taking a rough life easy. Let me say it like that. I'm doing good. I cannot say I'm doing bad. Yeah, my day is going good so far. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, yo, when I was a teenager, my life was nice, man. No cares in the world, bro. No cares in the world. I was just living my best life, doing my thing, you know. Not to think about no bills, don't have to think about nothing. I'm just chilling. Can you guys relate? Can you guys relate? Tell me if you guys can relate. Because today we're having a discussion, you know, not just me here chatting by myself. Young, wild, and free. Yes, school face. Young, wild, and free. Young, wild, and free. See, Marizo said, I can relate. Yeah, man, you used to just live your best life, do what you have to do, go chill with your friends. Even when your parents used to say, like, oh, don't leave the yard, or oh, you're coming from school too late. We don't care about that. We come, because for me, I used to be the type of person, the type of, ooh! Well, are they guys? Commercial break. Commercial break. Oh, God. It a blow away. But think you tie it down.
I did.
What if you tie it right this so?
Where?
Right on the board.
Right here?
No, you see that board there right there so? You can just wrap around the yeah, true this so. Sorry guys, commercial break. Oh my god.
It moves. Why?
You know the breeze a blow. Guys, I'm trying to fix my umbrella because the sun is shining right in my face. So I'm trying to fix the umbrella. Well, camera boss is trying to fix the umbrella for me. God, that sun they come like it want blind me a while ago. You not think it a go pop off? I'm sure no camera boss will fix up the umbrella. See breeze a blow. Breeze a blow hard, guys. Who is this asking me if I smoke weed? What the heck? Why would you ask that? Why do you assume that? Or why would you ask that? I want to know your thought process on that question. Let me know. Why you ask that? Yeah, let me just say again. I hope this thing don't blow off again, guys. And look, as soon as you put it up, the sun gone. Oh boy. What the people them not join on today? 5 people. 5 people on here. What go on, man? Anyways, 5 people there. Well, 6 people there. I'm gonna roll with my 6 people them and we're gonna have a discussion. So yeah, man. So as I was saying, like when I was younger, it was so nice. It was so fun. Like, oh yeah, I was telling you guys a story. So oh really, Khalil? Wow. Yeah, when I was younger, it's like I used to come from school late, and my mom used to beat me, you know, for coming from school late. She used to punish, you know, or beat you. And guess what? I used to come home later for the better. I used to just come home late. So if I come home, what time school done? 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock? Yeah, about school finish at 2:33. And then I used to come home like 5 o'clock. So you know 5 o'clock is late. Like if you come home 5 o'clock from school, that's late. Like what were you doing between 3 to 5? Like, and then it would take like maybe 30 minutes to get home because my school was far away. So maybe it take like 30 minutes to get home from school. So what was I doing with that 1.5 hour? You know what I mean? Like my mom used to say, why are you coming from school so late? I can't tell her why I'm coming from school so late. Like, you're mad. You want, you, hey, You know? So I couldn't tell her why I'm coming from school so late. So I used to just say, no, I was making some excuse saying that I was at the library or I had an evening class or extracurricular activities, something, something, something. You know, I have to come up with some excuse to say why I'm coming from school so late. But I would still get beaten regardless. So if today I come home 5 o'clock and then I get beaten today, tomorrow I guarantee you I'm coming home 5:30 because why you beat me? Why you beat me? You know, so I was that type of teenager that just, if I get beaten for something, I do it more. So it's like I'm saying that, oh, you beat me, so that don't do nothing to me. I don't know if you guys used to do that too when you were younger. Shana, hi Shana. Welcome to the live. Please remember to double tap the screen. But yeah, man, I used to be a rude little young girl, little girl. So it's like the more I get beaten, the more I do wrongs. But in my head, I wasn't even thinking about it as wrong. I was just thinking like, mom to mommy man, I enjoy my life with my classmates and my friends after school. You know? Usually hide a bush not to get hit. Yeah, man. And then back home, we used to like spit on, they said if you spit on a leaf, a green leaf, and throw it behind you and never look back, that means when you go home, you never get beaten. I tried that so many times, and every time I go home, I still get beaten. So that trick never work. That you used to do that too, don't camera boss.
Stone. I used to do it to the stone.
Oh, spit on the stone and throw it behind you?
No, we don't spit. They say just take up a stone
and throw it behind.
Throw it behind you and never look back.
And when you not look back, and when you never look back, you still get licked when you go home because you did. You know, we were being unruly. You know. But those days were like so much fun. Like I always look back at my life and I said, yo, if it was up to my teenage and early 20s years alone, I could look back and say I really did enjoy my life. I really did enjoy my teenage days, especially, and I really did enjoy my early 20 early 20 age. Gabriel say, please don't take me think, I guess you're saying don't take offense. Smoke, I don't even know if anyway, Gabriel say, I asked because smokers see smokers to rotted. But I was just asking. Me look like smoker? Camera boss? But me was smoke one time in my life and nearly dead. You go call smoker to rot. Oh my God. I remember when I was like 18 or 17, somewhere about there. There was this guy, right? He have like a weed farm. And then the guy tell me that, oh yeah, have the fresh weed, nice and ready, and give me split for smoke to rotted. Nearly mad me off. From that day, nah bro, I don't smoke. Just to answer your question, Gabriel, I am not a smoker. I don't smoke. I smoked one time in my life when I was about 18 or so. And that was the first and the last time. Okay? I bet if I had come on here with makeup on my face and lipstick on and all those fake stuff, maybe Gabriel would say something different. This is just me naturally, and that's how I like to be. But anyway, back to the story about high school. Like, yo, I used to do some crazy things when I was going to high school, and now I'm looking back and I'm like, why? Like, I'm asking myself, like, why we used to just wait for a particular bus because my school was far away. My school used to be far away, right? So we have the particular bus that we wait for. Like, we don't take any random bus. We have to wait for our particular bus. The name of that bus was Rhapsody. So every evening after school, we wait for Rhapsody. But Rhapsody is a bus that used to go to a different school. So I grew up in St. Thomas, and then there was a school in Portland, Happy Grove. People who know me at top, people who know what I'm talking about will know what I'm talking about. So that bus used to go to a different school. So we had to wait for that bus to go to load at a different school, then come to my school and pick us up. I pray I can get a space in the bus in the morning. No, because in the morning time, we wait for our particular bus. So we already have our seat in the bus, you know? So because we have that bus, we don't wait for the other bus that's all packed and then you have to be squeezing up and stuff like that. In the particular bus, but guess what? We always reach a school late and then we always go home late because that one bus goes to 2 different schools. So you know already say like, yo, you have to wait for your bus because you're hype. Like you can't be a cool girl or a cool boy or a hype girl or a hype boy and I take normal bus. We have to wait for our special bus. But guess what? When I leave out the house first, my mom will usually leave after me to go to work. So what I have to do, I have to hide. I have to hide, make sure my mom pass first, and then I go back to the bus stop to wait for my special bus. Because if my mother ever come catch me at the bus stop, she's gonna put me on any random bus that's passing, you know? So I can't let my mom see me. I have to wait. But some informal people used to be at the crossing talking about, oh, she's waiting on a particular bus. Coolface said, I used to walk miles even when we take the shortcut. The walk is still far. So anyway, yeah man, I used to wait for my particular bus. I always reach a school late, and then when you reach the school, they lock you out of the school. Like you have to stand out the gate because you're late. Your school used to do that? Lock you outside. If you come late, you have to stay at the gate for like, oh, but they never used to beat me.
If you don't take no lick, you have to stay out.
No, they close the school gate because school start at 7:30 or 8, something like that. And then you don't reach a school 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, boom. You're not getting let in until they feel like they want to let you in. So, somebody recommended to me to listen to a song. Okay. So yeah, but anyway, yeah, but anyway, I'm just reflecting back on those days when I used to go to school, no cares in the world. My mom used to just send me to school. I don't have to think about where my next meal is coming from because my parents always provide it. I don't have to think about where my bus fare is coming from because my parents provide it. I never had to worry about the clothes that I wear because my parents would buy clothes for me. I don't have to think about shoes because my parents would buy shoes for me. Even if the shoes old and I have to wear it for the whole year, even when it busts out, I have to buy glue. But still, the glue that I'm buying, I still didn't have to worry about the money to buy the glue because my parents would provide that, you know? So it's like you get all of those you got all those. So somebody, Gabriel is asking me, how old were you when you got your first tattoo? That's another story for another. Yo, when I got my first tattoo, I was what, 16? I think I was 16, and I got a tattoo, right, with the initial of I got an N, my first name initial, right? I got my first name initial, and then I don't know how I got that tattoo. It's my friend. It's peer pressure because one of my other friends, she had so many different tattoos on her body, but she put them in places that her mom couldn't see. Like she put them like maybe here, you know, places that's always covered, so you never see it. So one day she's like, oh, I'm gonna get a tattoo. Do you guys wanna come? So me and my friends, all of us went to the tattoo place and we all got tattoos. We all got tattoos. Who never get tattoo? And then when I finished getting the tattoo, I was like, what did I just do? This is permanent. It's never going to go away. Blah, 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 blah. And I was hiding it for a while, I hid it for a long time. To be honest, I hid that tattoo for years. till one day, I fainted. I don't know what happened, but I guess I was dehydrated and I fainted. They rushed me to the hospital, and that's when my mom saw the tattoo on my belly, guys. My mom saw the tattoo on my belly. My mom almost cut, she grabbed up my skin and she said, I'm gonna cut off this. I'm gonna cut off your skin. Guys, that's a trauma. My mom said, who told you to get tattoo? Who? Yo, my mom was a no nonsense person. Like, she don't want you to do certain things because at 16 I got a tattoo because I feel like I'm a big woman, but really, oh, Coolface said your first one was 17. I think I was 17, you know. I think me that 17. It's either 16 or 17. One of them. I don't remember. I don't remember, but I know I was going to high school, and I remember the day when I got it because I went with a bunch of other friends. And yo, my mom was a no-nonsense person. She don't want nothing. Like, you see, the first time when I pierced, look, you see how much piercing I have on my ear now? If my mom was alive, maybe I wouldn't have a tattoo right now. If my mom was alive, I wouldn't have a tattoo because she don't play with, she don't want you to do those stuff, right? But I have so many piercing on my ears. The first piercing that everybody usually get when they're a baby, right? Nowadays, like when you have a baby, you pierce their ear. People just normally pierce their kids' ears. I don't think I'm gonna pierce my kids' ears though, because I want them to have that decision on their own. Like, I don't want my kid to now grow up and have a piercing because they had it from they were a kid. I mean, if you feel like you wanna do that to your kid, it's your kid. Do whatever you want to do, you know? But in my opinion, I wouldn't do that to my child. I saw one of my coworkers. He's 23 years old and he doesn't have a piercing. I was so shocked because I'm so used to both male and female with piercings that it's just weird for you not to have a piercing when you are so that old, right? So he's like 23, and I said to him, you don't have a piercing? No piercing. He said nope, he never got a piercing. I'm like, wow, that's very good. You hardly see that. So I would want my kid to pierce their ear whenever, if they want to, but I'm not gonna do it from they're a kid, you know. But when I pierced my ear the first time, the first spot right here, oh God, my mom flipped. And I think I was 17 at the time. I was a big girl. It's not like I was a kid. I was a big girl. Age of consent is what, 16 in Jamaica? Yeah, I was 17. So I got the piercing, and my older sister was fine with it. She was like, yeah, you can pierce your ear because it's whatever, you know. My older sister was fine with it, and I did it. Oh God, my mom flipped. My mom ripped it out of my ears, guys. You know how this ear heal? I had to use like the grass, cut a little grass straw or whatever, and I push it inside because you can't really see it because the grass thing is so tiny, you can't really see it. So that's what I put in this to heal, for it to heal. Yeah, man, my mom never play, man. My mom was like that when I pierced my navel. Oh, when I pierced my navel when I was like 18 or so. Or maybe I pierced my navel after my mom passed away or something like that. I don't remember. Do you feel bad about it after doing it? No, I don't even remember about that. Are you talking about the tattoo? The first tattoo that I got, sometimes I don't even remember that it's there, to be honest. Sometimes I'm like, oh, this was here? I forgot about it. So Coolface said his first tattoo was 17. First 3 tattoo at 17? My mother would have unalive me long time. Should have deal with my case. Is it painful? Yes, tattoos are painful. How would you rate the pain you felt when you were getting a tattoo done? 1 to 10. My first tattoo was very painful. I don't know why. Maybe because maybe because I was not supposed to do it. Maybe that's why I feel so much pain. But that was like a 10. My first one was a 10. Be punished if you didn't. Hold on there. Khalil, what did you say? Would you be punished if you didn't use manners like good morning before you say? Yes, Khalil, yes. My mom, when I'm addressing my mom, I had to say mummy because after every statement. So I can't just say good morning. You know, like I can't just say good morning to her. I would have to say good morning, mummy. Good morning, mummy. You have to put mummy behind everything, or else it would be like you're being disrespectful. Yo, nowadays, the kids nowadays, they're not respectful to their parents, eh? Back in the days, we had to be respectful, or else we're gonna feel it. So like everything I say, or if say I'm asking a question like, hi, like I would say, mom, can I get piece of the bread in the kitchen? I can't just say, can I get piece of the bread? I have to say, mommy, can I get piece of the bread in the kitchen, please? Like that's how I had to talk to my mom. I couldn't just talk to my mom anyhow. Like how I see some kids talking to their parents these days, that could never work in my household. But anyway, I was talking about the tattoo, right? Cool Face asks on a scale of 1 to 10 how painful it was. My first tattoo was very painful. I can remember that it was really painful. I think it was a 10, but it was so long ago that I don't really remember exactly how it felt, but I feel like it was a 10. My second tattoo was a 5. Third one was a 2. Last one was a 5. My first tattoo was a breeze. No pain, no game. Yo, but I feel like I have good pain tolerance. Is that rain? A blessing, eh? Blessing just a flow like fountain. I don't know, I just see some drop from some water. But yo, I feel like I have good pain tolerance because you see this piercing? I got a industrial, I think it named industrial piercing. This was so painful. We didn't even know how did we reach here talking about pain and piercing and tattoo and blah blah blah. But anyway, children nowadays have no manners. That's so true. They just going through life. Yeah, they don't have no manners. Like back home, when I was younger, I just always remember that I even still have to be, I still have to have manners, especially when I'm on the road. Because if I remember one time, my dad, right? My dad bought us a bicycle. You know, back in the days, it's just one bicycle for like 7 of us. So we had a bicycle. And, you know, we're excited. We're kids. I think I was like 14 or 15 or somewhere about there. And my dad bought us a bicycle and we all was riding up and down on the road. We didn't care about anything. It was night and we were still riding. So one of my mother friends said, oh, why are they riding the bicycle at night? So I said, oh, she chat too much. I said, oh, the woman that chat, you see? But I didn't say it to her face. I just said it, I don't know, I said it far from the lady. I'm pretty sure she didn't hear it coming from my mouth. So maybe somebody heard that and told the lady that I said she chat too much. Lord Jesus, guys. The lady go to my mom and say, oh, Nayoka said that I chat too much or whatever, right? That I talk too much. And then my mom called me and my mom said, did you say that this person talked too much? I said, I didn't say it in front of her face because I was always truthful, eh? Never used to tell lie, just always just tell you the truth right away, right off the bat. So I was like, I didn't say it to her face. You know, my mom beat me. My mom beat me in front of the woman. From that day, I hate that woman so much, man. I can bet you got double beaten for that. Of course. What's the roughest thing you ever had to overcome? When I was a child or in my life? What's overall? If overall, the roughest thing I ever had to overcome? I feel like when my mom passed away, yo. Like when my mom passed away, like it was just so weird. It was so like sudden, like nobody was expecting her to pass away. You know what I mean? Like when my dad passed away, my dad was very sick. My dad had ALS. He had a nerve disease. So it's like he was just slowly depreciating, right? first he couldn't walk, and then he had to use the crutches, and then he had to go from the crutch to the wheelchair, and then he, you know, like my dad's body started depreciating as times go by because he was sick. His nerves were, that disease was just eating out his nerves as the days go by. So it's like in the back of your mind, you know he's sick, so that you know that okay, one day daddy's gonna pass away, but you just don't know when. But you know he's sick. You know what I mean? Like when a person is sick, you are already like, you're, I guess subconsciously your mind is just already how would I say, your mind is, your conditioning your mind subconsciously that something is gonna happen one day, you know, but you just don't know when the day is gonna be. So yeah, with my dad, yeah, he was very sick, so everybody was like, okay, one day he's gonna pass on, but we just don't know when. But my mom, no, my mom was hearty, strong, and everything. You know what I mean? She was strong, she was moving, she never looked sick, or she never act sick or anything like that. You know what I mean? So it's like when my mom passed away, I feel like that was one of the hardest thing that I ever had to overcome, because when my mom was passing away, like in the moment when her life was leaving, I was there at the hospital with her, right? Because she was sick in the hospital, and I had to go. Oh, hi Jessie. Jessie's in the building, guys. Big up yourself, Jessie. Oh, thank you so much. But yeah, like my mom, I was right there beside my mom when she was passing away. So it's like that one hit me rough, brother. And then my dad passed away like 3 years before that. 3 years before that, my dad passed, you know. But as I said, he was sick, but still, even though he's sick and even though you know the day is coming, when it actually happened, everybody's still sad because like, yo, you're not gonna see that person ever again in your entire life. So it's like, yo, that rough, you know? And then 3 years later, my mom passed away. It's crazy. That was one of the roughest thing I ever had to go through in my life. Like for days, I was just sitting, looking out at space, like my mind, and I was 19, right? So I was still kind of young. It's like my mind cannot understand what happened. You know, so it's like your mind, you're just sitting down looking like, wait, what happened? You know, like what just happened? It's like your reality, it's like your mind is not accepting the reality that my mom is gone. That's what my mind was like. I was like, damn. And then my youngest brother, I feel like he felt the most of that because he was the youngest one. He was under 18. I think he was like 14 or somewhere around there. And you know, he's the youngest one. So it's like, they call them the wash belly in Jamaica. So you know, he's a wash belly, so mom used to hug him up and love him up more than all of us because we were big. He was just the baby, right? I feel like he actually got, well, all of us got impacted, but it really impacted him too. It really impacted him too. And then sometimes you don't really know how something impacts you until you're just really like, it's like your mind is coming to it like, damn, this didn't impact you, you know. Because I always feel like it never impacted me, but it does. It did. Because now I'm looking back at some of my friends and then they're talking so bad about their parents. Like, they talk so bad about their mom. They talk so bad about their dad. And I'm like, I wish I had my mom alive because I have some questions that I want to ask her. Or I wish I had my dad alive. I have some things we want to discuss. You know what I mean? So like, because you have your parents, you take them for granted because you say they're annoying, which I feel like every teenager would say their parents is annoying because they want to do whatever the hell they want to do. Just like me when I was young, I wanted to do what I want to do. I wanted to go pierce my ear. I wanted to go do some stuff that my mom would be like, no, you're going to regret that in the future, so don't do it now, you know? So I feel like most teenagers, they don't like their parents, but really, you should like your parents because if they ever pass away, that's it. Now I hear people, I have co-workers, guys, big grade 2 man, big boy, them are 20, 29, 30 years old, 26 years old man, big man. They live with their parents and their parents wash for them, and their mama, not even parents, their mom wash their clothes, fold their clothes, and they live with their mom still, and they don't have to pay bills. And then Mother's Day come and they don't even buy their mom a rose. Can you believe it? Can you believe that? My co-workers right now, some of them are still living with their mom, and the mom is taking care of them like they are kids still. When me now would have be like, oh damn, I wish I had my mom's house to live in now, so I don't have to pay rent. You know how rent expensive, especially living in Canada? It's expensive. It's really expensive, and especially that, you know, you have to fend for your own. Like you have to get your things done. Like if I don't try to go to work and try to make some money and try to do everything, my bills are not gonna be paid, and nobody's gonna give me anything. None of my friends are gonna come and say, oh, Nayoka, did you pay your rent this month? Oh, here is $500 to make up for your rent. None of my friends them not do that. None of my friends them not do that. None. Do you think tough times build character or just break people down? I feel like they break you down and they build you too. But it just depends on how you take it. So right now I'm answering the question that Coolface asks, do you think tough times build character or just break people down? Okay, I feel like tough times break you to build you. Well, in my opinion. I don't know, other people, they can't take pressure. Other people, that's why you see, I follow a page on Instagram named Read in the Street. So Read in the Street is basically a guy. He goes downtown Toronto, and then he just records, like, you know, those maybe drug addicts or homeless people or maybe mentally ill or something, like those people. They're on the road, they're living on the streets, right? So he would just go interview them and ask them like, hey, what's your story? How come you ended up here on the street? Some of them, their arms are literally rotting off, as they're alive and their arm is like decaying. Like people are going through stuff in life, eh? So that's why you ask us about tough times. Some people, they don't know how to take pressure. And when they take pressure, is either they turn to drugs or they turn to alcohol or they turn to whatever makes them feel happy in the moment. So if you're going through tough time and you don't know to handle it and you don't have anybody to turn to, then you start turning to alcohol, because when you drink alcohol, they feel, they feel good. They might feel, like they're out of this world, and they just turn to the alcohol. So every time then they feel bad, they start taking alcohol, doing drugs and stuff like that. So not everybody can really take pressure. Because, when the pressure, see, Marisa said, tough times make you wonder your purpose. True. I can agree with that, because, hard life lick me till me I'll say, why are we here? Like, why are we unhurt? You're telling me that I was born, never asked to be born. Never asked to be. In my mind, I don't know. I never remember that conversation about me negotiating to be born and come on earth. I don't remember that conversation there. So if that conversation had happened, me don't remember that. So me I go keep on saying, me never did, me don't know about that. So you're born, you come on earth and you live, and then you struggle, and then you die. There has to be more to life than just that. There has to be more to life than just being born. Then you have life. It's very, maybe not even bring it, maybe I bring it far like this, but let me bring it, yes. So cause life not long. Life is a very short trip, and life is a very short journey, right? Life chaotic, be things are going on the mix. There has to be something. There has to be something. Like, why are we here? Why are we here? I know a lot of people have, oh God, thank God the night is gone. Jeez. I know a lot of people might be thinking like, A lot of people might be thinking like religious reason, and who believe in religion will believe what they believe, who believe in science will believe what they believe. But I feel like us as human, because I have a introduction to arts and science, I have that class at school, and we always talk about stuff like this, like purpose and stuff like this. So it's like everybody have their belief just to keep their mind grounded, because if you don't believe in anything, it's like you're just living, you're just walking. It's like, what you do? You know, you have to be doing something, or else you're gonna feel like, what am I doing in this world? So a lot of people have their different beliefs just to keep their mind grounded, just to make them feel like, yeah, I'm working towards a purpose. But really, nobody really knows what's going on. Everybody can come up with their own scenario and their own belief, and they said, oh yeah, we are supposed to be doing this, and oh, we are supposed to be doing that, and da 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 da. But really, how do you know what you say you know? You know, how do you know what you say you know, if it's true or if it's not? And the answer to that question is, I don't know. Right? I have a historian. One of my teacher is a historian. So he said, sometimes the best answer to a question is, I don't know. I said, well, I never grew up. When I was growing up, I never learned to say, I don't know. I have to try to figure it out. You know what I mean? I can't just say, I don't know, and finish it there. I'm not that type of person. So sometimes life has to break off our pride or fear or comfort zone to make room for growth. That's true. But yeah, back to what I was saying, the initial question that led us to this was, Coolface was asking, what do you think tough times build character or just break people down? My answer to that question would be, tough times break you down if you're not mentally strong enough. That's what I was saying. Like, if you're not mentally strong enough, you go to drugs and you go to alcohol and you go to other stuff, maybe even sex. People are addicted to different things. They're addicted to sex. That's why you see some people, they start selling their body. They don't sell their body because they want money or because they're poor like that. They just sell their body because that's what make them feel good. Like, that's what make them feel like, you know what, let me take myself away from reality for now. And then, you know, they do that. So some sell their body, some go to drugs, some go to alcohol, some go to, I don't know, some mischievous foolishness, some go to even malicious activities. You know what I mean? So it's like, they're like, oh, I don't have any purpose in this world, so let me take a bunch of people with me. That's why you see some people, they drive so recklessly, because they don't have any cares in this world. They don't care. They're going through their own problems and they're taking it out on other people. So they drive recklessly. They just, I don't know, see you on the road and just want to hurt you for no reason, even though you don't know them. You know what I mean? So like, everybody take their hardship and their struggle in a different way. But like for me, I don't feel like I am a weak person. I'm very strong, I would say. I've been through a lot in life. I lost both my parents at a very young age. That already could have licked my chip, you know. From I was 16, I lost my dad. And then when I was 19, I lost my mom. And then last year, I lost my youngest brother. Like, those little things could have licked my chip already. But because I am mentally strong, it's like, I just look at those things like, you know what? This thing happened, but how can I now move forward with my life and try to, you know, learn from those scenarios and then apply it to my life in a positive way so I can be better. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you're weak-minded, it's gonna break you. But if you're strong-minded, it's gonna build you. Tough times. Jessie said, yes, that's so true what you're saying. Yeah. Coolface said, family, can we show love in a, okay, can we show love in the chat? Anyone who's feeling heartbroken, just drop a heart or a prayer. Let's lift each other up. Thank you for that, Coolface. How do you concentrate knowing how the world is today? Boy, guys, this question that Marisa is asking, That's why we're here now on this live. Cause life rough, brother. Life rough, brother. Like, yo, every single Sunday before 7, like every single Sunday around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, them time there, me and Camera Boss have the same conversation every Sunday. I say, Camera Boss, I need a mental health break from YouTube or from live. I'm not gonna go live today. Camera Boss be, which mental one? Camera Boss be like, hell no, you're going live. You're going live. You have a commitment and you have to do that. So since now Marisa is asking the question, how do you concentrate knowing how the world is today? You can't concentrate. You have to just take it as the days go by. Like, you just have to try to turn a blind eye to certain things. You know, like world rough, brother. It's like, I never know how to explain what going on what's going on in my mind right now. You can't even concentrate. You just have to try to block out certain things and just keep it pushing. Or some people might find stuff to keep their minds afloat, like the same thing I was just saying about religion and science and all those stuff. Like, people find different things to keep their mind active. Like, for me, I love my YouTube channel so much. It's like sometimes I'm not in a good mood. Lately. I've not been in a good mood more often because I just have a few things that I need to sort out in my life, and it's like, because I haven't sorted out those things, it's like I can't move forward, you know. So it's like my brain is just trying to process things and try to process things and try to see how I can make my future better, right? So like, yo, it rough. That's all I can say. It rough. So I love my YouTube channel. So sometimes when I'm feeling that way, I just go on my YouTube and I click on a video and I just start watching my video. And it's like, that just helped me to remember that, hey, you know, Nayoka, you're doing a good thing here. Like, people are loving your content. My classmate said to me the other day, Hannah, most of you might know Hannah if you watch my other vlogs. You might see Hannah in 1 or 2 of my vlogs. Hannah said to me, Nayoka, you stopped posting vlogs? I used to love your birthday countdown vlog. Like, I used to watch all of them every day. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know Hannah watches all my vlogs. I know she watched my vlogs, but I didn't know she really watched my vlogs to even come back and say she realized that I'm not posting every day again. And I was just explaining to her that, oh, that was just my birthday vlog. I was just posting in June, blah, 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 blah. But she's like, you need to post more videos. Like, you're at school every day. Post Hopmer College stuff, you know? Like, those little things just make me feel more motivated, just to know that that one person is impacted. Or maybe you watch my video and then you feel good, or you feel motivated, or, you know, just that make me feel happy, to be honest. So if I have to answer the question, then how do I concentrate? Maybe that. YouTube is one thing that I really like to do. Something I really like to do. So that's one of my things I will concentrate on. How can you tell a person not to get mad and what they can try to? Well, I don't understand that. You understand that, Camera Boss?
Try to not get mad. What they can do.
Mad like mad out, or mad like angry?
Angry, mad out, anything
Concerning
mad.
Ask a question there.
Remember, you have a follow-up.
It's a follow-up question.
They listen music.
Oh, that was there? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. How can you tell a person not to get mad, and what they can try to do to not get mad? I guess that's the question then. And Jesse said, me soon answer the question then, Maurizo. Jesse said, take one at a time with God's grace. Yeah, man, one day at a time, man. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. Tomorrow, na 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 na. don't know the song. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, because in Jamaica our music keep us alive. That's true. That's true. Well, some music, some people that are singing conscious things. Yeah, I would say yes. Drop one word in the chat that describe your current season. Take one day at a time with God's grace. Yep. Growth. What does growth means to you? All right, let me answer the first question. How can you tell a person not to get mad? It depends on the scenario, because when my mom died, see ya guys, I know I'm talking about my parents death and death and death. I have to talk about it because that's my life and that's my reality. So I always have to those are things that are like always on my mind and things that I think about sometimes. So that's why I always have to relay back to that. But how can you tell a person not to get mad? It depends on the situation. When my mom passed away, or when my dad passed away, let me say parents, you feel hurt, you want to cry, but people might say, don't cry. You can't tell me don't cry, because it's coming automatically. Whether I want it or not, it's coming, because your whole body, your whole mind, your whole emotion is in that scenario, right? It's like, don't cry. But you have to cry, because when you cry, you feel better. Well, me, when I cry, I feel better about the situation. I might feel sad in the moment. If I try to hold back the tears, it's gonna make me feel worse and make my mind start pondering on the thing every minute. So leave me alone, let me cry. And why I said depends on the situation, because some people get mad for different things, right? If I'm mad at somebody for doing something bad to me, then you have to let me, as long as I'm not doing anything like detrimental to the other person, right? As long as it's not something like physical harm, or you're gonna do something that you're gonna regret. But like if I'm mad in the moment, if I'm upset, let me say upset. If I'm upset at somebody, let me vent, let me talk, let me just cuss and go on bad. Let me cuss and go on bad, as long as I'm not doing anything hurtful to the other person. Let me cuss, let me vent, let me talk about it, and then I will feel better. So I wouldn't tell, it depends on the situation. I may or may not tell somebody to say don't get mad, right? Like, oh, perfect example, when Camera Boss is driving, Camera Boss begs with everybody on the road. You see it? I mean, always I say, Camera Boss, relax. Like, somebody bad drive him and bossy want bad drive. I mean, I say, relax, man. Like, it is what it is. Like, you don't even know the person. Like, right now, you don't even know if it's a man or a woman driving. You don't even know if it's a teen or an adult. You don't even know who's driving the car, right? So in that situation, I would tell Camera Boss, like, relax, man. That's whatever. Like, leave it alone. You know what I mean? Who is this person spamming up the comment section? Leave it. Let me spam it. Algorithm will like that. Go and spam it up, Ryan. Go there, Ryan. Spam it up, Ryan. More. Come in, Ryan. Where you stop for? More, Ryan. Come on. Spam up the comment section. Ryan. There you go. All right. So yeah, man, back to the question, Marizo. That's how I would look at it. It depends on the scenario, how you would tell somebody not to get mad or whatever. So, and then what does growth mean to you? Breathe through it. Don't let anger rob you of clarity. That's true, because a lot of people too, they're so angry. Wait, I'm so answer the question, Marizo. They're so angry that they lose their rights. You're so angry at somebody or something, and then you do something out of anger, and then you lose all your right. You're all right, you're good, you're on the safe page, and then boom, you do something wrong out of anger, and then boom, you lost your right, and that's it for you. So sometimes you have to just breathe, sometimes you have to just take it easy. Sometimes you have to just don't let things bother you. especially like as drivers, like people who drive, you know what I'm talking about. Like you're on the road, somebody bad drive you, somebody's just in your back, not even letting you breathe. Like as you move them, they behind your right, tick pee pee pluck pluck. They call it, what them call it, no, they call it, they have a name for it, tailgate. Somebody's just tailgating you all along, and it's so annoying because if you make a sudden stop, boom, they're slapping your back, and then that mess up the entire day. You know what I mean? So like somebody tailgating you, somebody bad drive you, somebody I don't know, honk at you for no reason. You just have to let it slide. That's how I look at it. You know, I just let it slide. I can't. Camera boss, on the other hand, yo, go walk in front time. Yo, with the money I do. Mr. Camera boss, chill. Relax. It's not that serious. That's how I do. That's how I don't like, I would get angry, but you have to really draw me out to really get me angry. Like I get angry, but a certain amount of people in this world can really get me angry, because if I don't really care about you that much, you can't hurt my feelings. If I don't care about you, you can't hurt me. The only people that can hurt me are the people who I care about. So I don't really get angry so easily. I don't really get agitated so easily. I used to be like that when I was younger. I used to love fight and war people. As soon as somebody says something, plop in them face. Like I used to be the war boat ready. You see it? But right now, I'm calm, I'm chilled. I don't really make things bother me much. And I'm trying to help my fiance, camera boss. All right? So, what does growth mean to me? Right? What does growth mean to you? I feel like I just explained what growth means to me. It's like looking back at some things that I usually would do, and I'm looking like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell, yo? What the hell, on? Like, I used to do some stupid things when I was younger. Some dumb things, even in my early 20s. I used to do some foolishness, guys. And looking back, I'm thinking about the worst case scenario of those like actions. Like for instance, I almost lost my arm. Not even realize. No, I'm looking back. I saw the seriousness of it now when I'm looking back. But in the moment, I never did I look upon it like that. Because I got into a fight and I sprained my arm. And my arm was like this for like 2-3 months. My arm was like this. I couldn't straighten my arm out. Like I could straighten it out, but it always come back like this. This arm, I had it like this for months. It never could not straighten out because I got into a fight and I sprained my arm. At the time, I was like, it is what it is. If that's how my arm is gonna be, well, that's how my arm is gonna be. I never really look at it anyhow. I never really think about it, or it wasn't even bothering me. I was about 22 at the time. No, I think I was like 21 at the time. Yeah, I sprained my arm. I never even go to the doctor. Why? Me don't even know why. I should have went to the doctor with the arm and let them know that my arm is sprained so that they can maybe fix it. I never went to the doctor for this arm. I just go today. I use a what's that a white bandage thing that I wrap around it. I don't remember what it name, but you know what me I talk. It's I wrap. One of my older friends, she was like, what's going on with your arm? I'm like, I don't know. And then she was like, okay, use this, wrap it around. 10% my battery there. My older friend gave me that white thing and I wrap around my arm, and then boom, it straightened back out and everything normal again. But those things, I never wasn't thinking about that. And then now looking back, I was like, now that I'm older, now that I'm more mature, I'm looking back at those stuff like, damn, why you never go to a hospital, go check out your arm, because it could have been worse. You know what I mean? Yo, honestly, the Sunday listening to your channel and knowing I look forward to this live make my Sunday so different. Oh, this is amazing. I have to pin this comment. Pin that. With only a few months leave for Christmas and a new year, what is your advice? What is your advice to your audience and subscribers, and what do you plan to do when you are at 100,000 subscribers? Just to think about a new year starting in the next few months, that's wild. Because this year just started. This year just started like yesterday. A few days ago, this year just started and it's almost done already. What's my advice? What do I plan to do when I'm at 100,000 subscribers? I plan to do the same thing that I'm doing right now. Being real to you guys, coming on here, chatting up with you guys, maybe more often than just Sundays. Hopefully, I will be able to come here more often. Maybe by 100,000 subscribers, maybe I'm not working like a 9 to 5 at that time. Maybe by that time I should have my own business going on, and then I would have more time for my subscribers. So at 100,000, I should be doing more lives, but I'll be me. I'll be doing me. Nayoka's world, it's all about my world and what's going on in my life. You see it? So when we reach 100,000 subscribers, your guy's gonna get the same thing. Same thing, more advanced, but same base, you know, same foundation. What's my advice? Yo guys, if you guys never started the gym from January, when you said you were gonna start the gym in January, it's still not too late. It's July. You still have a few more months to go. Start the gym today. Start the gym. Even if you don't go to the gym, start doing more physical activity. Instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs. Instead of taking the escalator, take the stairs. Or if you take the escalator, walk on the escalator till you reach where you're going. Don't just stand there like, no. Walk up the escalator. If you said in the beginning of the year that you wanted to eat right, start eating right now. Don't wait until next year, January, you're going to say, okay, my list this year is to eat right. No, start eating right from now. If your list or your, what you call it, bucket list or whatever, on your bucket list or from your plans, no, New Year resolution, that's what they say. If your New Year's resolution was, I need to get right with God and I need to go to church more often, start going to church more often right now. Yeah. If your New Year's resolution was, I need to, I say eat right already. I say eat right, I'm say exercise, I'm say go God. If your New Year's resolution was saving more money, or saving a particular amount of money by the end of the year, if you didn't start saving yet, start saving now. Even if you don't reach the amount that you wanted to reach, you still reach half of it, or you still reach quarter of it. So start it now. That's my advice to my subscribers and my audience for the rest of the year. If you did say you're going to let go of the waste man out of your life from January and you're still there with the waste man now, drop the waste man right now. If you did say at the beginning of the year that you wanted a better girlfriend and you did want to just left the skettle girl, left the skettle girl there, no, you don't have to wait no more. You see it? Never too late. So that's my advice, Marisa, to my audience. Anything you said you wanted to do from the beginning of the year, you never do it until now. Start now. Start now. Kufe says, growth for me is when I feel pain, but I choose peace. When I could cuss, but now I pray instead. When I want to give up, but I keep going. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good, cool face. Yeah, man, Rakiana, welcome. Better late than never, you see it. Tiffany in the building. Welcome, Tiffany. Hi. What's the deepest thing your mind has ever processed? A whole heap, you know. A whole heap me have. But some of them, to answer that question, deepest thing my mind ever processed, there's a lot, but I cannot speak about all of them. So I'm gonna think of one that's good, that I can speak about. And the reason why I can't speak of them is because I'm still like manifesting that thing. So I can't talk about it yet until it come to fruition. But one thing that my deepest thing that my mind has ever processed was, I'm gonna think it process it yet, you know. Last year, July, 1 year now, my brother passed away. My brother passed away. My brother get shut up, like gruesome, gruesome. And I still cannot wrap my head around what happened, what's going on, and I still cannot look at any pictures and any video of the body or anything. So that's something that's been like trying to process. I don't think I finished processing it, but that's one of the deepest thing for me that my mind has ever processed. And maybe I think about death, like what happened after you pass away. Like I always think about those stuff, like people at church always say when you pass away you go to heaven or you go to hell, stuff like that, right? So I always think about those stuff sometimes, like there's a bigger life than this, you know. Da 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 da. I'm always having questions, processing this, processing that, blah 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 blah. And especially now that I'm going to this philosophy class, I was always thinking about those things. But I guess I don't know if that makes sense to you, or that makes sense to you, Kevin Boss. But yeah, those are some deep things that I think about sometimes. Has anything that has hold on, anything happened to you to cause you to work even harder? Coming to Canada caused me to work more harder. That's the only thing I can say. Anything related to Canada and me living here, it does automatically make me work harder. Tiffany, wow, I'm sorry to hear that. What do you think it, hold on, let me can't understand what this is saying. What do you think about home ownership in a foreign land and how difficult it is? I was just talking to you about that today.
Yeah, today, just
Hold on there, Marizo.
like an hour ago.
Literally, like, not even like an hour ago. I was just talking about that. An hour ago with Mariza. Mariza a mind reader, you know, guys. Mariza is a man reader. How did you know I was talking about that today? Ooh, Tiffany have a juicy question. But what really determines if we go to hell or heaven? But me not know, you know. Like, I don't know. Like, the real answer to this, my real answer is I have no idea. I'm still yet to figure it out, and I'm still trying to find out. But they said that if you do right, you don't cheat, you have sex after marriage, treat people right, go to church, do all those things. They said you're gonna go to heaven.
But they also say God forgive.
Then the Bible also says that God will forgive you if you pray about it. So me no know. So me no know, man. Wanna tell me what you guys think? Answer this question. Tiffany said, don't cheat, don't sin. Exactly. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not commit fornication in it too. Are the girl cheat and fornication? Boom! Thou shalt not lust too? As much?
And not just the 10 commandments to write on the stone, you know, there's more than 10 commandments.
Boy, guys, me no know. Wanna tell me? Come enlighten me today, cause me no know.
You know, for gossip.
You shouldn't gossip. You should forgive your brother 7 times. 7 times how much?
7 times 1,000.
7 times 1,000. Yeah, make that up. Yeah, make that up. I never saw it say. But you have to forgive how much times, how much times, how much times, how much. Um, only see Rakiana said only God know. Marisa said no clue. Jesse, let me see what Jesse said. You will not know until your time has come. That's what I say. Like some things in life, you just never know. And for me, you know that man that's really pisses me off. You remember that guy that
Yeah.
watched my Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just don't know. You don't know. Like, and that's this brings us back to the, you know, so my battery are dead, guys. Me have 6%. Me not on a charger or nothing. I don't have any charger. So if the live just end, it's because the battery is dead. I have 6% left. So let me see how far I can as soon as the conversation is getting spicy, the battery won't dead. Me not understand. Um how are you doing? Hey, are you doing the culinary management course? No, I'm not doing the culinary management. I'm doing baking and pastry arts management. But I did culinary back in 2020. Back in 2020. Do you want to know something about that course, Michael? Um, yeah, you will know when your time come. That's what Jesse say. And then, yeah, Morizo said, what do you think about home ownership in a foreign land and how difficult it is? I don't, well, foreign land could be whatever, but I know some Caribbean countries, if you're just talking about foreign land in general, I know some foreign countries, like you can invest, like you can buy houses and land in those countries and it's good for you, good investment. In Canada though, I was doing some research today for some reason. I don't know why, but me just a research. And I think they said in 2018, they said that if you're a foreigner, you're not Canadian or PR, then you are not allowed to purchase property. And I think that band is between 2018 to, no, 2023 to 2027. I think that's the time slot that they have on that. So look like before that you could have if you're a foreigner, but now they don't allow you. It depends on what type of foreigner you are. Yeah. So me not really know a lot about owning a home because I don't own any house or any property. But I don't really know a lot about that. But surprisingly today I was researching that, and then now you but I feel like money talk, you know, Marizo, money talk. If you have your money, there has to be some way how to go around that, or some legal way how to, like, you know, bend the rules according to what you want, you know, in a legal way. I'm pretty sure there should be some way to get your house if you have the money like that. But there are a lot of fake Christians in church. Let's talk about them. What does spiritual growth really look like outside of church walls? Ooh, these are nice questions. Hold on, let me answer Michael first. Tiffany and Coolface. Let me answer Michael. I'm doing the culinary management course right now at Humber. Oh, we're going to the same school. Good. And I'm in my second semester, going to my third semester. So I wanted to know what the math was like. Jano selector. Maths? Michael, let me tell you something about mathematics. Me not like maths. It's hard. Me not like it. Right now we're doing bake shop profits. That's how they call it. So we're learning about like costing, and it's good if for a business. If you have a business mind and you want to make money off of what you're doing, like if you want to open your own restaurant or you want to take it a step up rather than just working for somebody, it's good to know. But the maths, to be honest, I didn't like maths. I passed it because I had to make sure I put my brain and my everything into it to pass. But I don't know how it is now, because I know they changed the curriculum. Because I used to do that back, I used to do that like 5 years ago. So, I'm pretty sure they changed it now. So I don't really know exactly what they're doing. Oh, if Khalil was here, maybe Khalil could have answered that question. Because Khalil just finished culinary management, I believe. I'm not sure, Michael. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing. Yeah, man, I don't like maths, but I have to like it because I want to be a business owner. But if I wasn't really looking to be a business owner, I wouldn't really care for it much. But I would just try to learn it just to pass. But for me, I want to learn it long term, so I know exactly what to do, when I open my business. So, but that was a very good question, Michael. Thank you so much. See, Michael said, I don't like it either. Oh, God. I don't think none of us on here like maths. Any math genius here? Any math genius on the live? Cool face? Too rotted. All right. So what does spiritual growth look like outside of church wall? I feel like, I had this one pastor, and I love that pastor so much because you can see that man, he was not in it for money. He was just in it because he genuinely loves what he does, and he loves the Lord, right? So that pastor used to tell us like, yo, you guys need to know the Bible for yourself. Don't just come to church and listen what I am saying and then roll with it. You know what I mean? Like he used to say, learn the Bible for your own self. What I teach you today, go back into your own space when you go back home or wherever. Go back, pull up the scripture yourself, read it, see if it's the same thing that I'm saying, Like he used to push you to grow spiritually on your own, not just thinking about, the pastor. Because really, a lot of people are going to church today, and if you ask them, why are you going to church? Explain to me what you believe in and what you don't believe in. They cannot tell you. They don't, oh, wait. Do you know Brian Colacco, pastry chef? I'm not sure. I don't have any pastry chef named Brian yet, but maybe my next semester I might have him, but I'm not sure, Michael. Yeah, but I was saying, like, you ask a lot of people going to church right now, like, I mean the devoted members. I'm not talking about people who are just going to church for one and two time, or somebody new. I'm talking about people who have been in the church for a long time. You ask them, they cannot answer your question. They themselves don't even know why they're going to church. So I used to love that pastor because him used to tell us like, yo, learn the Bible for yourself. Go back and read, learn it and understand the word for yourself, not just thinking about what another pastor said to you. Tiffany said something, There are a lot of fake Christians in the church, and let's talk about them. Fake Christian in the church, right? There's a lot of them. But we also have to remember that a lot of people come, Mr. The battery are dead, 4%, guys, 4%. But I'm going to wrap up with this. A lot of people come to church for different reasons. You have to think about church like, you know what? Next week we are going to continue on this. We're going to continue on this topic. You have to think about church. Church is like a hospital. Think about it like this. It's a hospital. At a hospital, you have people come because their head is not right. You have people come because maybe they get an injury. Maybe they get an arm injury or they get a leg injury. Them come for that. Some people come to hospital just to check up, to see like, oh, nothing wrong with me right now, but I want to examine what's going on inside of my body to see if everything is cool. You see it? So like people come to hospital, some come to give birth, right? Some people come to hospital just to support their loved ones. So like you have to understand, people come to church for a different reason. So we can't just look on the church on a whole, because you have to remember that it's not like if I have a church and I am a devoted pastor and I'm doing all the right things as a pastor, I can't tell somebody that don't come. You know, because the Bible says, come as you are, come learn, and then you grow. You know what I mean? So I can't know as a pastor say, don't come to church. I want people to come because I want them to come, hear the word. Some people, they get it right away. Some people take a bit longer to understand and grasp everything, right? So everybody in the church are at different levels. So that's a big problem, you know? And see, Marisa said, people are people. We are humans. Yes. So we can't really judge them. We can't really judge them. Of course, you still have some pastors out there. They know what they're doing. They're doing it for the money. They're doing it for the offering bag. But not every pastor out there is doing it for the offering bag. And I can agree that some of them are doing it for the offering bag. They're doing it because of the money. They tell you something and you give them money, you contribute, and that's how they make their living. But like for the real people out there who are really doing the work of God for the work of God, we have to commend them, because in this world where there's so many different voices telling you this, telling you that, this one have advice, the next one have advice, you now have to come to your own, you have to stand strong. Like you have to come to your own, self-reflection and stand up strong. Yeah, people suggest to say people come to church with different problems. People come to church with different things. Some man come to church gonna look woman. Some woman come to church gonna look man. And that's all they come to church for. Some of them genuinely want to do the work of God. Some of them just get caught up into a job at church and they must say, Bumba, I can't leave, because them depend on me if you do this. Or say you're an usher and then no other else usher not there, you're the only usher. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have to do this because they're counting on me. People come to church for different things and they stay because of different things. You know what I mean? So like we can't really just judge everybody on a whole, like every Christian on a whole or every church people on a whole. Everybody is at a different stage in their life, in their Christian walk. So I can agree that maybe, and then sometimes too, I feel like some pastors or church leaders, they're maybe afraid of losing church members. So it's like they don't talk about the things that are supposed to be talked about and deal with the things that are supposed to be dealt with. Because if you as a pastor know that somebody's not doing something right and it's not looking good for the, like the view of the church from the outside, you as a pastor have to talk to that person. But these days, I don't know why people are afraid of confrontation or afraid of telling you. But that's how it's gonna be, because if I don't communicate to you with words, how are you gonna know what's going on in my head? You cannot know. So you have to explain to people. You have to teach your church members the type of church that you want to show to the world and the type of image that you're trying to bring. But then when you have bad people coming into the church, corrupting it and making it seem like it's a play thing, like it's a party shop business, then it's always going to be like that. You as a leader have to stand up. Kick out who need to kick out. Counsel who need to counsel. Put everybody in their place. And I feel like that's how it's going to work. But we can't bash them. Tiffany, we can't bash them because everybody is at a different stage. And maybe today I'm well spiritual and feel it. And then tomorrow I'm feeling down because we're humans, as Marisa say. We're humans and life is lifing. Life is rough. Life is tough, guys. We just have to try and push through. Is it? And I would love to talk about this some more, but guys, let me see. I'm not even a joke. 3% my battery there. 3% my battery's at 3. I could stop this live and start a new one, but no, man. Let me leave it right here. So before the battery dead, I want to end the live, properly, because I don't want it just to end like that. I want to end the live properly. And I just want to say, hold on there, Tiffany, I don't really bash them, I just hate when they preach one thing and act another way in public. In private, you mean? That's true. That's true. And that's what I mean, say it's not everybody like that. You have some people, they bash you, tell you about, Oh, why you go put on tattoo? You're not gonna heaven because you put on tattoo. Or why you wearing that short up shorts? You're not gonna heaven for that. But, or they say what type of music you're listening to. But then in their own private corner, they are doing the same thing that they're telling you not to do, and that's not right. And you have people like that for sure, because you are oh my gosh, me lost my train of thoughts. Me they have something perfect for say about that. Yeah, I always tell people, practice what you preach. You can't be telling, even outside of church, right? Practice what you preach. If you're a parent, you can't be telling your kid, oh, don't do this and don't do that, but at the end of the day, you are doing it. Okay, say for instance, drinking. If you're a drinker, you drink occasionally or whenever, then you're gonna be drinking rum, drinking wine, drinking this in the presence of your kids, but you're gonna tell them not to do it. You're contradicting yourself. You know what I mean? You're contradicting yourself, because me know as a kid, oh, my mother drink all the time, so oh, she go come tell me about me not to drink. When she drop asleep, me I go in the fridge and go tea for what she have in there and drink too. You see it? So you have to practice what you preach. You cannot tell people to do things, and especially as a leader. As a leader, people look up to you. So you have to walk in a certain... Yo, guys, I'm sorry some battery are dead. I'm sorry some battery... I'm sorry some battery are dead. As a leader, you have to walk in certain footsteps. As a leader, you chose that leadership life. So you have to make sure that... It's like a gym. Imagine you're a gym instructor, right? A personal trainer. And you're going to tell your clients, oh, don't eat Burger King, and don't eat fast food, and don't eat Popeyes, and don't eat KFC chicken, and don't eat fast food fry. But at the end of the day, you're over there slapping down a big 4-piece by yourself. You know what I say? Michael says, circle it back when it charge. When it charge. Play them when you sleep. Yeah, man. Play my videos, guys. Just go back on this live and replay it so I can get the watch hours. But yeah, guys, like, you have to practice what you preach. If that's what you're standing on, you have to stand on it and move with it. You can't tell people do this and then you will do the opposite. That don't make no sense. You know what I mean? But anyway, guys, next week Sunday, 7 p.m. All right, 7 p.m. Join us back. We can have more juicy conversation, and I'm so happy that Tiffany brought up this topic, because it's a good one that we can talk about. Well, I'll read this before the battery. 2%, 2 more percent. All right, I'm read this quick. Jessie said, stay safe, honey. Love you. Thank you so much, Jessie. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Cool Face said, the Bible says in Proverbs 27, verse 6, faithful are the wounds of a friend. A pastor is a shepherd, and sometimes the sheep stray. If you love them, you guide them, even when it's hard. Perfect. That's perfect. You have to tell them as a pastor or as a leader, you have to tell the people them, or else they're going to go astray. And then somebody is going to go rebel against you because they feel like they know better than you. Anyway, I write this so it done. Because my phone battery is dying. I'm at 2%. So I'm going to wrap up the live, guys. Thank you so very much for joining. I really appreciate everybody who joined today. Thank you guys for joining into the discussion. It's always a nice time over here. All right. So, Cool Face, love you all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Oh my God. I've been a whole stranger now, but big up my love. Congratulations. I'm gone. Oh my God. Just joining in the building. But thank you guys all for joining today. If you're just joining, please go back and read. Hope to meet you at school one day. Okay, Michael. A lot of people from school, they just stop me randomly in the hallway like, oh, I know you from YouTube. You know, I feel good to know that a lot of people watch my videos. I appreciate that. So thank you guys so much for joining. Big up yourself, Michael. Big up yourself, Ree. Big up yourself, Jessie. Big up Cool Face. Big up Tiffany. Big up Marisa in the building. Who else did there? Big up Khalil as usual. Yo, Khalil, you know already. Rakiana was here. Big up on yourself, guys. Everybody, if me not call on a name, wanna know on yourself. Big up on yourself. Thank you guys so much for joining in. I really appreciate it. It was an amazing Sunday discussion again. I'll see you guys next week Sunday at 7 p.m. Oh, before I came to Canada, I watched you in Jamaica. Bop, bop. You hear that when Michael said? Me love that. Me love that. Me love that. Me love that. All right, man. Big up on yourself and take care. Thank you guys for joining. Yeah, man. Rizzo. Oh, Rizzo was here too? Oh, there's so much people there. Thank you guys so much. And these are names that I'm seeing every week, eh? So these are my regular people showing up here. So thank you guys so much. Me don't want to go away, guys. Me don't want to go away. I want to stay and talk to you the whole night. But you don't know the battery are dead. I see it. So take care of yourself. I'll see you guys. Bless up. And bye. What is under my nose? I'm out.